Today, the Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, encouraged Ugandans to embrace the newly introduced grading system under the new lower secondary curriculum following the release of the 2024 Uganda Certificate of Education UCE examination results.
I know that we have for a long time been used to aggregates and divisions, as you heard Mr. Odong say, leading to ranking of schools. This was always a source of very unethical practice by many schools.
On Tuesday, the Uganda National Examinations Board, UNEB, released the results for both the new lower secondary curriculum and the old curriculum, sparking mixed reactions from students, parents and educators.
Kyemmanyi bwe tunaagenda mu maaso sijja kyogerako nnyo olw'okuba nti abazadde tebagenda bitegeera abamu bajja bitegeera so tujja kgenda nga tubitegeera mpola paka bwe tunaatuuka eri ku ntiko nga buli muntu bw'afuna lipooti y'omwana ategeera nti kyekino B kyekino C kyekino nti D eribwe.
Many expressed difficulties in interpreting the new grading system, which differs significantly from the traditional aggregates and divisions that were previously used. In response to the confusion, ACT Television, committed to the welfare of its viewers, brought in education expert Vianney Kakoza Mugaga, a teacher at St. Teresa in Katende, Wakiso district. As an expert well-versed in the new grading system, Mugaga explained the differences between the new and the old curriculum.
With the new curriculum, it's more of competency-based, and this one is giving a learner to use the critical thinking capacity where a learner can be able to solve the problems in the society and to apply the knowledge which is taught from the class in the applicability in the day-to-day life, which was not the case with the old curriculum. Old curriculum was more of theoretical, where we could teach learners and they could just cram work just for the sake of passing exams. I can give you a case, I will borrow a riff from the biology sector. If a student in the old curriculum was taught to describe the enzyme activity, the student could not know how is this one going to help him or her in the day-to-day life. So it is the same question and the same applicability which is used today. Like for that, I can tell a student in a scenario format that you are preparing milk and you observed that there is some bubbles when it is put on hot environment, that it evaporates and it brings a foam. But can you describe the process where that foam is made? That is, it's with the enzyme activity, because milk contains enzymes, and enzymes, they change due to the nature of the environment, and that is the new curriculum setting. So we give the knowledge which is applied in the day-to-day life, whereby a student can have the critical thinking capacity to apply the same knowledge.
According to UNEB, 350,146, that is 98.05% of the candidates passed the 2024 UCE exams, a strong showing for the cohort. UNEB further clarified that any candidate who met the requirements for the UCE certificate would be awarded Result 1 on their transcript and certificate. Candidates who did not meet the criteria will have Result 2 reflected on their transcripts, where Results 3 and 4 are also used to indicate the different levels of achievement. Teacher Vianney elaborated on how these results work and what they mean for students.
I'll start with the last one, which is Result 4. A Result 4 is a learner where a school, during registration period, uploaded the information of that particular student, but during the time of sitting the exams, the student did not show up. So it is that is an absentee student who qualify to be in Result 4. Then we have Result 1, which is, this is a learner who qualified to get a UCE certificate, and in this, under the following condition: this learner did the required exams, because in Senior 4, a learner is supposed to have a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 9 subjects attempted. So this learner scored, attempted all the 8 or the 9 subjects and has the scores for all the 9 inclusive of the project work. And in this one also, this condition, if a learner did not get the AAA or the B, at least this learner is having a minimum mark of a D in at least one subject. What does it mean? That a learner, we have the elementaries, these ones who scored E only, those ones don't qualify to get a certificate. But in this scenario, for this learner to get a certificate, it should have qualified to have E, sat all the subjects, and scored the E, then also got a D somewhere in a certain subject. So this learner qualified to have passed the Uganda Certificate of Education and should be awarded a certificate of completing that course. Then we have a result 2 student. Who is a result 2 student? This is a student who did not fulfill the condition as required by the Uganda National Examination Board. 1. The learner did not sit some papers, most especially the compulsory subjects, that is English, Math, Biology, the first 7. So, and also, this learner is not having the project work. So if a learner is under those conditions as I've mentioned above, this learner, he or she is in result 2. A learner in result 2 does not qualify for UCE certificate. This learner does not also qualify to go for A level. Then we have result 3. I think it's the last one. This result 3, this learner did not meet all the necessary needs. And it means that also this learner scored an achievement level E in all the subject. So learners with the result 2 and result 3 are the learners whom we can classify as elementary completely, which need help to assist, and we can see these learners can be even better in the vocationals. However, vocations are not only for the elementary learners, but we can advise a parent on what best can be done.
Teacher Mgaga has taken time to clarify on how grades are awarded in the new lower secondary curriculum and how students' competencies are assessed in this new approach. The new grading system, which uses the letters A, B, C, D, and E, also requires further explanation.
If a learner in a subject scored A means that the learner was exceptional. I was trying to get the simplicity of these words, another word that could explain the word exceptional. And in that, we have, if a learner is exceptional, this learner is superb. This learner is remarkable. This learner is brilliant. This learner the learner explained more, demonstrated something extraordinary, at least when we used to mark with the new curriculum. If you are marking in the format of race, this learner scored an excellent mark because we have race, which is relevancy, we have accuracy, we have coherency, and excellency. So suppose I give a learner a task and a learner demonstrates something extraordinary. For example, I will rotate around the biology. Let me say I'm looking for direction to the church, and a learner gives me an attempt like a church. You are going to ETM Church. So when you reach Salama Road, there is a signpost. Follow that route. Going down, there is a big building. It has to be even better in the vocationals. However, vocations are not only for the elementary learners, but we can advise a parent on what best can be done.
Teacher Mgaga has taken time to clarify on how grades are awarded in the new lower secondary curriculum and how students' competencies are assessed in this new approach. The new grading system, which uses the letters A, B, C, D, and E, also requires further explanation.
If a learner in a subject scored A means that the learner was exceptional. I was trying to get the simplicity of these words. Another word that could explain the word exceptional. And in that, we have, if a learner is exceptional, this learner is superb. This learner is remarkable. This learner is brilliant. This learner is the learner explained more, demonstrated something extraordinary, at least when we used to mark with the new curriculum. If we are marking in the format of race, this learner scored an excellent mark because we have race, which is relevancy, we have accuracy, we have coherency, and excellency. So suppose I give a learner a task and a learner demonstrates something extraordinary. For example, I will rotate around the biology. Let me say I'm looking for direction to the church, and a learner gives me an attempt like a church. You are going to ETM church, so when you reach Salama Road, there is a signpost, follow that route. Going down, there is a big building. It has some words that this is Holy City. So that more explanation, and the learner can shed more light. That's the expectional learner. All learners could give answers, and all answers are true and correct. Because for a B, a learner who scored a B, that is an outstanding learner. And I may ask this learner the same question, that I'm looking for the direction to the church. And the learner gives me in his attempt that when you take the route to ETM, you reach to Holy City, you take that route from Chibuye roundabout. Then when you reach in Machindye, you can find the church, but does not give more description about the church. So that learner also is a correct learner, but some details are missing. So this one explains a high level of competency. Then we have result C, which is satisfactory, that this one has adequate knowledge about the place, but the answer is still right. That if I'm going to Holy City, where do I take? You take that Salama Road, Ntebe Road, just there you will reach the church. All learners are correct, but it depends on the explanation. There is something which is more beyond. Then we have a D, who is a basic learner. It gives you more small details. I think I might say that I think that it's somewhere there when you go to Kampala. So that learner is also a basic. Then the elementary one is this learner who does not even gives you the foundational, like the low information, the like something very small. The introductory part does not even explain more about the direction of the place. So that is how the learners were awarded those marks.
While the system is designed to be more inclusive and reflective of the skills developed in students, Teacher Mugaga pointed out that the new curriculum could reduce competition between schools, a long-standing tradition in Uganda's education system.
And competition is kind of reduced in the country, whereby some students feel less privileged. For example, a student deep in the village and a student in Kampala, where lessons are conducted on Zoom, all of them are having result 1. So it means they all passed.
The new lower secondary curriculum places a stronger emphasis on developing competencies across 3 key learning domains. That is cognitive, which is intellectual, psychomotor, which is practical skills, and affective, that is emotional and social. Students who sat for the new curriculum have shared positive feedback, highlighting the immense nature of the system and its practical application.
If the chance is not there for me to join HSC, I can start up a library, a computer cafe, because I know I have skills in ICT which I can apply. Yeah, those are some of the projects I can do. Out of agriculture, I didn't offer it, but I have some knowledge from agriculture. I can start up small-scale farming, whereby I already started in my vacation. Yeah.
So the new curriculum has taught me a lot, whereby it has taught me to be creative, which earlier before I even never had any thought of coming up with a book, like creating a book. But the new curriculum has helped me a lot, so I can sit down, look through everything that I can make, let me say, a topic about. Yes, I can sit down, look through, then be like this and this, make some possible solutions.